So, welcome everybody to Cirque to Something. I'm not 100% sure how to open this. So, opening narration, and then we will get to our lovely players and their characters. So first off, a little bit about the circus. As far as anyone can tell, the Cirque to Something has only been running for a couple of weeks. One day, it opened up just outside a small town in southern Gisnep, and since then, it's been setting up in a new town every few days, seemingly at random. Actually, finding the circus on purpose has mostly been a matter of luck, until a few days ago, when all manner of public spaces across Gisnep were plastered with posters that read, "The Cirque to Something is looking for new acts. Do you have what it takes to perform at Center Ring? Come to our open auditions and see. Your act may join the show, and all who audition will get a free day at the circus." At the bottom of the poster is a date and a location. That date is today, and that location is where you three find yourselves. In a big grassy field between two little towns on the outskirts of Gisnep, a huge red and white circus tent has been set up, and a line of tunes eager to audition stretches out in front of the gate. It's not quite long enough a line to fall into that gag where it twists back and forth over the horizon and out of sight, but there's probably 100 tunes that came to audition today. And unfortunately for you, you three are at the very end of that line. So, from top to bottom, would you mind introducing yourself and your character and maybe why they decided to come to the auditions today?
Oh wait, that means I'm first, isn't it?
I think it does.
I am Frosty. I am playing Chichi, little cartoon plush monkey. Chichi decides to audition because, ooh, this sounds like fun. Oh, that's a line. That's a long line. Right, waiting in line.
I'm Ghosty Goo, and I will be playing Nicky. She is auditioning because she wants to set up a snow cone stand because her snow cone stand back home is not doing very well. Kind of what happens when you set up a snow cone stand in a very, very unloved public park.
Oh. Hello, I am Vegan Bear, and I will be playing Mango, a very tall rooster. The reason why he is auditioning is probably to spread out his own name and his own performance, most likely.
Ah, nice. So, from your position at the back of the line, it's pretty hard to see what's happening up near the front. Well, maybe not so much for Mango, because he's pretty tall, so maybe you can see over the people that are in front of you a bit better. But for Chichi and Nicky, most of what you see is just the people who are standing in front of you. At one point, there's like a really tall giraffe tune that does a fire juggling act, but other than that, you can't really see anything.
Wait, can Mango roll perception to see how well he sees the people in front of him?
Sure.
Alrighty. What is your perception? 8.
Okay, so it looks like your height isn't helping you that much. You're pretty much far enough away from the front of the line that even though you can see over the other people, you maybe can't see as far ahead as you'd need to catch a glimpse of anything interesting. So, instead, you'll have to entertain...
giraffes.
Instead, you'll have to find a way to keep yourself from dying of boredom with what you have at the back of the line, or rather, who you have at the back of the line. So, now might be a good time to introduce yourselves to the people who are in line around you.
I think Nicky pulls out a corn dog she found in a garbage can out of her hoodie pocket and just eats it whole.
With the stick?
With the stick.
Mango is just looking at you very concerned. He's not concerned about you eating a cold corn dog. He's concerned that you ate the stick.
Chichi is not even remotely concerned because they have stuffing for innards. This is not something they'd ever be concerned about.
eating a stick, not such a big deal when you don't have like organs to worry about it poking through.
Yeah.
That tracks. All right. Okay, so you guys have that lovely scene of watching someone eat an entire corn dog with the stick. Other than that, I guess you just stand in line and wait as the tunes in front of you audition and go into the circus until you reach the front of the line.
Chichi would have a question for Nicky, though. So you're going to try out for a sword swallower?
No, I've got I heard that they didn't have a concession stand, so I was going to see if I could set up in the tent somewhere. I make really good snow cones. Do you want to see?
Yes. Yes. Snow cones.
Yeah. Okay.
Mango is also interested.
So, Nicky uses her pact boon, which is frostbite, to make a snow cone. Let me.
Ooh.
That's fantastic. Magic snow cones. All right. I feel like you should roll something for making a snow cone, but I have no idea what. Okay. 7. So I'm thinking this is maybe not the world's best snow cone. I'm thinking it's maybe more like a solid block of ice with some syrup on it.
I'm nervous.
Chichi is actually just going to munch on that because they are monkey teeth. That's actually going to be slightly scary from the plush exterior.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that Chichi had teeth.
Mango is now concerned for both of the people in front of him. First, we have the possum that ate a corn dog with a stick, and now a monkey eating a snow cone with their teeth.
2 out of 3. It looks like Mango's gonna have to be the next to eat a questionable food item.
Do it.
Great. Okay. I'll think of something that's in character for him. I'm sorry. Give me a quick second. Brain's not working. Questionable food. I just imagine as I just imagine as they're moving forward. You did say we're standing in like a grassy field, right?
Yeah.
I just imagine as he's standing, he kind of looks down, and there's just like a little bug or worm just sticking out. He looks both ways, making sure nobody sees him before he just plucks it up and eats it. No big deal.
Do you want to roll stealth for that?
I'll roll stealth. 18.
Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, I don't think anyone sees you eat this worm or bug thing. So now all 3 members of the party have consumed a questionable food item. Check that one off the list of things to do. Is there anything else you guys sort of want to do before you reach the front of the line? I think you guys haven't exchanged names, just one very questionable snow cone, so.
Nicky,
I did want to say that Mango is kind of rehearsing on his flute the song that he's going to be playing.
Nice. That's like a smart use of your time, probably.
Making
Nicky,
sure that the flute is tuned properly, too. Sorry.
It's okay. Nicky sticks out a grubby little paw and is like, "Hiya, my name's Nicky. How you doing? What's your act?"
To who are you asking? I'm sorry.
Both of you. Both paws.
Double handshakes.
Double handshake.
Chichi does
Mango.
grab Nicky's hand and shake it. It's like, I am Chichi. I'm doing an acrobatics act. He goes, I am very...
Mango, he's a little bit slower. He's not as eager as Chichi, but he does extend his hand. He shakes it, and he says, "I'm Mango. I'll be playing my flute."
I
The
imagine you have
hand
to, like,
is very sticky, by the way.
Mango was hoping he could keep his gloves clean when playing the flute.
build step 1.
I wish y'all luck.
I wish you luck too.
All right. So with that, you spend the rest of your time waiting in line, sort of listening as Mango is practicing his flute, playing his tunes, and then finally, the last few tunes in front of you finish up their auditions, and now it's your turn. So
Hooray!
standing in front of, maybe a little bit to the side of the entrance to the circus, you see a little 4-foot-tall rubber hose tune wearing a tailcoat with a very colorful abstract pattern, a set of mirrored sunglasses with a little spiral design, and a top hat that adds about a foot to his height. And he is enthusiastically waving you down. He's like, "Fantastic! I thought I'd never see the end of that line, I tell ya. Maybe shouldn't have put up so many posters. Anyway, pleasure to meet you all. The name's Kaleidoscope, and I'm the founder, owner, and ringmaster of the Cirque du Something. Thanks for coming out today." And as he steps forward to offer a very enthusiastic handshake to whichever of you is in the front, which I think is Nicky at this point, you notice that the abstract pattern on his coat doesn't really move with him. So Chichi, you'd be familiar with this because you said it's the same sort of effect that the pattern parts on your body have, the sort of perspectives incorrect texturing. I was very glad when you said that term because I didn't know it, and this guy was already designed. Oh shoot, I thought
I didn't know it until I found it on TV Tropes.
TV
Where it was
Tropes.
listed under Unmoving Plaid.
Nice.
Details.
So that's a little picture of what the ringmaster looks like, and he is stepping forward to shake your hand, Nicky. Are you gonna shake his hand, say hello, introduce yourself?
Nicky puts out their grubby little hand. Once again, very sticky. There's probably like some sort of unidentified substance on his gloves now. Nicky says, "Hi, I'm so glad to meet you. I was wondering. I came here thinking that maybe you might need a snow cone vendor here. Not a circus without a snow cone."
Snow cones! Oh boy, what a fantastic idea! I can't say we have snow cones yet. Oh boy, that would be a fantastic addition to the circus, I must say. Pleasure to meet you. And he is not fazed in the slightest by how sticky your hands are. Partially probably because he has gloves on, so he can't really feel it, but he doesn't seem to notice or care. And he will turn to Chichi next. And you, darling, what are you going to be auditioning today?
I'm trying to audition for acrobatics, and hey, hello, weird texture thing.
Oh, wow! I've never seen someone with quite the same effect. Well, not many people at least. Greetings! Glad to see you, fellow. Another tune with the same sort of texturing thing. And we can always use another acrobat. And finally you! Very tall sir in the back. What about you?
Well, I was hoping that I'd be able to, play music.
Music! Delightful! Yes! And never have enough musicians in this world, can we?
No,
All
sir.
right. Now, very nice to talk about what you're going to be auditioning today, but I would still like to actually see it. So if you'd step this way with me, and he leads you over to the side of the entrance of the circus, because a few feet to the side, there has been a little audition area set up. So there's a little portable stage that has an acrobatics bar bolted to it. There's a couple of crates you could use for props. And there's a little folding chair with a white box resting on top. Cal picks the white box up and rests it in his lap as he sits on the chair, looking towards the stage, and then looking back at the three of you, like waiting for one of you to get on the stage and audition. So, which one of you three wants to audition first?
Well, I guess Mango just steps forward and starts making his way up the stage.
Brilliant! Let's hear that music then!
Alrighty. Mango, he brings the flute up to his hand, striking quite a pose while lifting it. dramatic. And he starts playing quite a tune. It's quite cheerful and upbeat. And as he's playing it, he does a little funky dance. It's not funky enough that it messes up his playing, but it still is quite entertaining to watch him dance as he plays this funky little song.
Can you roll me a performance check?
Performance check. I hope he passes. 22.
I would say that passes. Yeah, so your music is really, really nice. It's really... I mean, you should probably be the one describing it because you're the one playing it, but it is certainly good.
He's had a lot of practice, especially with this song. He plays it quite often out on the streets, so he is quite a bit of an entertainer.
Awesome. Always a good idea to audition with something you are familiar with.
22 again.
Oh my gosh. The dice is really dead set on giving 22s. Anyway.
22 for you, and 22 for you, and 22 for you. Sorry.
Everyone gets a 22.
And if you look underneath your seats, you'll find another 22.
Anyway, so what that was for is partway through your performance, you notice a little flash of light from where Cal, the ringmaster, is sitting. And he has picked up the little box that was on his lap, and it turns out it's a camera. So he was taking a picture while you were performing. So it's like a Polaroid camera, so the picture prints out right away. And he shakes it and holds it up. And it's a pretty clear photo because he rolled a 22 twice.
Quite crisp.
He tucks that to the side for later. So you finish up your performance. You can take a little bow if you want to.
He does.
And then it is time for the next person's performance. So, Nicky or Chichi?
I do want to say, too, whoever is going up on the stage, Mango, he kind of... I'm not really sure. Do you exit on the opposite side of the stage, or do you exit on the end that you have entered? Or does it not matter?
You could probably do whichever. The stage is only like 6 inches or a foot off the ground. It's not a proper stage. It's just so that you have like a flat surface to stand on. So you could probably hop down off the front even.
Well, Mango does a little hop as he hops off the platform. He walks towards the other two, and and to whoever is walking up, he whispers them, "Good luck."
Yeah.
Sportsmanship.
Yeah.
All right. So who wants to go next?
Scuttle up onto the stage. If that's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. And they're going to try and do the snow cone trick again.
All right. Okay, I'd say
time.
14 is a bit better. So Cal is sitting forward in his seat, quite eagerly watching as you make this snow cone using magic. That's pretty cool. And when you finish making the snow cone, I think he reaches out and makes like a grabby hand because he wants to try it. Like,
Gimme.
If he looks closely at it, it's also got like an approximation of his face, but I imagine with a 14, it's sort of like one of those like sort of good cartoon popsicles, like where you can kind of see what character it is, but not quite.
But it's quite mangled. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty simple face anyway, so I think he's just like, oh, a smiley face. Wow.
Nicky hands it over.
I would say that's quite an impressive show. I've never seen snow cones made quite like that. And he is also going to take a picture of you holding your snow cone. But I think at that one, yeah, there's no way that turns out good. The photo's sort of blurry. It's like focused in on the snow cone instead of on you. And he like frowns at that and he's like, well, that just won't do. Would you mind holding the snow cone, posing for a photo for me? I use them for judging the auditions, you know. Face jogs my memory a lot more than notes on paper do, you know?
Well, do you want me to pose more like this? And Nicky sort of tries to balance on their tail a little bit.
I love it. All right, and that time it turns out okay. Now he's got a crisp photo of Nicky balancing on their tail, holding a snow cone. And he sets that one to the side with the other. So it looks like it's all down to you, my dear. And he points towards Chichi. Care to end these auditions off on a high note?
I hope. Chichi will jump up on stage and begin acrobatics of high jumping, practically flying in midair, but still jumping. And, geez. And 15. They don't faceplant.
Well, that's always
That's
a good
good.
thing. Al seems quite happy with that anyway. He gives you a little round of applause. He's like, bravo! That was some pretty good stuntsmanship, if I do say so. Brilliant. Yeah, and his photo that he attempts to take of you as you're doing like all these jumps and acrobatic stunts, it's just a black and orange blur. So after you've finished your routine, he sort of holds the camera up and he's like, I'm afraid you were moving too fast for the camera to pick up. I've been through this so many times today, but would you mind smiling for the camera?
Sure.
All right, and he gets a very lovely photo of Chichi smiling for the camera.
It's 22 again.
Yep, more 22s. This is just going to be the game of 22s, huh?
Cirque do 22.
No, this would be your chance to ask him about that name. But, so Cal gives you all a round of applause, and he's like, brilliant, brilliant. Ending the auditions on quite a high note, I must say. You all did fairly well. I am very pleased to see it. Now, I do have some judging to do before I can give anyone definitive results. There were quite a lot of auditioners today, as I'm sure you realized, being at the back of that line. But after the circus performance, I should be able to give everyone their results. So, after the show, I will come find you if you are chosen to join the circus. But before then, Cal pulls off his top hat and reaches into it because that's his hammer space, and he pulls out 3 strings of tickets of the sort you might find at like a raffle or a state fair, which is what I was going based off of. So he hands each of you a string of 3 little paper tickets, and he says, well, I'd better go start judging all these auditions, but the circus performance will be in about an hour. Oh boy, I have a lot of judging to do in that time. But anyway, I hope to see you all at the performance. Until then, do enjoy the rest of the festivities that the circus has to offer. Enjoy the Cirque du something, everyone. And then he runs off through the gate, straight towards the big top tent, and disappears around the side of it. And you 3 are free to enter the circus.
Seems like a nice
Mango's
fella.
going to enter. Mango is going to enter. He wants to have, if he does make it in, he wants to have a pretty good idea of where he's going to be performing.
All right, Nicky and Chichi, are you also going to make your way through the entrance?
Yeah.
Okay, so the main focus of the circus is, of course, the show itself, which will be performing in the red and white big top tent. But there are also a few smaller things set up outside of the big top that you can take a look at while you're waiting for the show to begin. So there are a few carts set up selling a couple of concessions. There's a couple of little portable stands with some carnival games. There's a little crowd gathered near the middle of the field looking at something. And then there's a small booth with a banner that just says tickets. So, what do you guys want to look at first?
Mango's curiosity is towards the crowd in the middle of the field looking at something.
All right, so do you want to make your way towards that crowd?
Yes. He's making his way towards there to see what has racked up quite the crowd on what has... You get what I mean.
Yeah. Nicky and Chichi, do you want to follow, or?
Nikki's probably going to trail kind of close behind, but she's also going to be, like, going through the trash cans to find more corn dogs.
There are probably non-trash corn dogs here as well.
It's the principle of the thing.
Chichi, what about you?
Well, there is a giant crowd over there. Probably something interesting.
All right, so Chichi and Mango roll perception to figure out what the giant crowd is about. Perception or investigation. Nicky, you can roll perception or investigation to either figure out what the crowd's about or try and find corn dogs in the trash cans.
I'll do perception. 16.
All right, so 16,
Ooh.
20. Okay.
Chichi is short, but made a dirty 20. Wow.
Nikki's looking for things in the trash, and she found nothing.
Yeah, these
Aw.
trash cans are, you find one trash can and there is like a wrapper in it, but not really anything else.
Man, these are clean trash cans. If they just have wrappers in them.
100 people is a lot of people to stand in line, but not so many people to visit the circus. There hasn't been as much activity as there used to. Or they're cleaning out the trash cans very regularly. So, Chichi and Mango approaching the crowd. I think 16 and 20 are both good enough to see that what these people are gathered around looking at are some circus performers. Obviously not doing anything like the high wire because they're just sort of on the grass versus in the circus tent, but there is a mime and there is a clown making some balloon animals and there is someone juggling. So
Cool.
I am very tempted to give Mango like a balloon crown.
you could do it. You can the clown who is making the balloon animals is like taking requests from the crowd. People are walking up and asking for things and walking away with little balloon dogs and swords and stuff like that. So
If I'm being honest, I don't think Mango has ever seen a balloon, or balloons that can become other things. So he's like, wow.
what is this colorful puffy thing? How can it take on so many shapes?
Yeah, he's definitely going to walk up to the clown, or at least wait in line.
There isn't much of a line. The clown's being pretty fast about holding these things. So, in short order, you are face to face with this sort of Franken Alley clown girl with her hair in braids, and she's got some like rainbow star-shaped sunglasses on. And she's like, "What would you like?"
Do they have like this board that tells you all the different things that they can make?
That would probably be a good idea, so I'm gonna say yes. There is a board with a lot of balloon shapes on it.
Mango he's looking down the board and he's like, that one, I want a crown, please.
Crown, very well. And I feel like I should roll for this, but I don't know what staff that is, so. Oh boy.
5.
Yeah, that is a balloon that is in a loop, but it's not really much of a crown. And the
He doesn't
clown
care, it's a balloon.
hands it over to you.
Mango, he just takes it, puts it on his head, and he's happy. He is very happy. His whole day was made by this one clown lady.
You have acquired shitty balloon crown.
He is the king of balloons.
Alright. Does anyone else want a balloon something, shaped balloon? Or to look at any of these other performers? The juggler, I should note, people in the crowd are throwing various things to the juggler, who is catching them and beginning to juggle them.
He's probably going to go up to the balloon clown and say, "Hey, can you make me a mask? I really ought to get something for them while I'm here."
One mask coming up, and she holds a balloon. And that's a pretty decent mask. It fits over your face, and you can see through the eye holes, and you look like you're wearing balloons on your face. So,
Well, they don't really need eye holes, but I think they'll love this.
you have acquired one balloon mask. All right. Now I'm forgetting whose characters go with what. Chichi, does Chichi want to do anything?
Chichi will pass.
Fair enough. So, in addition to the performers, there are also still the carnival games and the concessions to look at, and the booth labeled tickets.
Chichi is going to want to check out the carnival games.
How much time is there before the show starts?
You've only spent like 5 minutes here. Basically, I'm just planning on y'all get to do everything that you want to do at the circus, and then the show will start whenever you run out of stuff to do, pretty much. So,
all right.
You, the players, do not have a time crunch. Your characters, they will get to do everything they want to do. The show starts in like an hour. That's so much time for tunes. You can get a lot done in an hour.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So Chichi is... Okay, so Chichi is heading for the carnival games. Are the other two gonna head that way as well?
Yeah,
Nicky's... You go first.
Alrighty, Mango. He did watch the acts a little bit, but they didn't quite catch his interest, and I think he was still like awing over his crown. So I guess that he's just since the performances aren't really entertaining him, he just shrugs and goes, "Why not go play the games? It'll be fun."
Probably going to scuttle over to the concession stands and probably order them out of all of their fried Oreos.
Okay, one thing at the concession stand is instead of taking gold, they are taking those little tickets that you got handed at the beginning. So one order of fried Oreos would be one of your 3 tickets. So if you want to order 3 tickets worth of fried Oreos and just go ham, you can.
Nicky's going to use 2 tickets. That way she has 1 left for whatever she wants.
Nice. So Nicky acquires quite a lot of fried Oreos and now has 1 ticket remaining. I should pull out some paper to keep track of this shit. I did not think ahead. All right, and Chichi and Mango are heading for the carnival games. So, because this isn't like a proper carnival, there aren't that many games, but there is a ring toss where you toss those rings onto bottlenecks, and there is one of those games where you try to pop the balloons with darts. And these games are also taking the tickets instead of gold, and they are each 1 ticket to play. So, which games would you like to play?
Chichi is going to gravitate towards the dart throwing one.
All right. So the dart throwing one, roll a d20 plus your dex. Oh wait, I should probably give you an NPC that's running this thing before just telling you to roll shit. Just rolling shit is not.
I'm sorry, can I quickly drop an image?
Go for it. I am trying to make this goddamn ticket notation.
There we go. I kind of rushed it, but...
That's excellent! Just got that one.
Beautiful boy!
It's King Mango, King of the Balloons.
Oh, the little stars in his eyes. That's so cute. Okay. So Chichi, you come up to this balloon popping darts game, and there is Frankenelli pig man behind the counter, and he like nods to you and says like, "Nice day, isn't it?" I don't know what place that is, but reckon you want to play?
What are the prizes?
Alright. It's 1 ticket to play. Depending on the prizes depend on how many balloons you pop. It'll be either a piece of candy or any gestures back at a wall of like little plush toys, like the kind you could hold in one hand. One of these toys, or any gestures up at the roof of the cart where there are some comically big plush toys, which are probably as big as you. One of those. All depends on your skill.
Yes, playing.
All right, that'll be 1 ticket.
And
And he hands you a handful of darts. So, and roll d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
18.
18. You do pretty well. I think he hands you 5 darts and you pop 4 balloons with them. And he's like, mighty well done. You can pick any of the plushes from this back wall. So
Right.
there's probably like describe a plush and you can get it. I don't have like plushes pre-prepared for you to pick from, so
Chichi is going to point at a bird plush.
nice. He takes it down off the wall and hands it over.
Chichi now has a tiny plush they are not going to be letting go.
Oh, that's so cute. And the tune behind the counter looks over Mango's way and is like, what about you? Reckon you want to try playing?
Mango kind of snaps out of his happy trance of just being so happy over the balloon and is like, why not? He was going to try it, but he was going to try it anyway.
All right, watch the balloon on your head, though. And he hands over some darts to you. So roll d20 plus dex.
Already? 12.
Okay, 12. What's the check for this? Okay, so you pop maybe like 2 of the balloons. And the Toon nods and he's like, not bad, not bad. And he reaches below the counter and pulls out a handful of hard candies and hands them over to you.
Mango, he picks up the candy.
All right. Yeah, you have played this balloon game. You can play again if you want to. There's the ring toss game as well. I don't know if by now Nicky might have finished eating all those Oreos and wandered over.
Yes. She is probably still munching on a couple because she likes to store food in her little pouch.
Oh, that's cute. Well, hello there. Would you be interested in playing a game?
Take a crack at. How much for a swing at this?
1 ticket per play.
I'll take a crack at it.
All right. And he takes your ticket and hands you 5 darts. Roll d20 plus dex. 19. Ooh, that's really good. So, you throw these darts, you pop a whole bunch of balloons, at least 4, maybe 5. And the Toon running the stand lets out like a low whistle and is like, mighty well done. Well, I say you have your pick a plush from the back wall. And you can pick a small plush off the back wall.
Nikki picks like the creepiest looking plush on the back wall, probably something that kind of looks like a weird Victorian plush.
Oh, excellent. And the tune gives you like a, are you sure about that look? But then gets it down off the wall and hands it over. Like, he stocks those kinds of plushes for a reason, and it's because occasionally people want that. So you now have a small, creepy plush toy.
Mango is not very content with his candy. He wants to play again.
All right. You hand over another ticket and get another set of 5 darts.
Alrighty. 12.
12. Is that the exact same roll as last time? It is.
Yes.
So you pop another 2 balloons and you get another handful of candy. The guy running, it's like, such a shame. It looks like today might not be your lucky day, huh?
Mango, he picks up the candy and decides that he's going to save his last ticket for the ring toss. He says thank you for letting him play, and he starts making his way over to the second game.
A pleasure.
Chichi does pat Mango on leg because that's as far as they can reach. Good try.
He just sort of like gently pats Mango's leg because she's like 2 feet tall.
Head.
And he's like 6 foot.
Chichi's 4 foot.
Yeah, Mango is 6. Both of you are tiny.
Comparatively, Chichi's height isn't that bad. Compared to Toonkind at large, I think that's the same height the ringmaster is. So, like, not that short.
I found what. Oh, yeah. I
Sorry.
found what the doll looks like.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh gosh, that is creepy.
Hey, if it makes them happy, it makes them happy.
Yep.
This only makes Mango even more concerned.
Who have I found myself exploring the circus with? All right. So the ring toss booth is right next door to the darts booth, and it is manned by a snake tune wearing like a funky hat, like a bright pink cowboy hat or something. And he nods at you as you approach, and it's like, "Care to test your luck?"
Why, indeed I am. Okay, here's something I want to do. As Mango places down his ticket and however many rings he receives from the snake. How many does he receive?
I don't know, probably like 10, and your goal is to get 1 on. These things are really tricky, so you get a lot of rings.
Rigged.
Oh, that, I know. I know. Okay, so I know as soon as Mango has the chance, I think he's going to try and distract the snake dude to look in like an opposite direction or something.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Whoa, what's that?
It is. It is. I literally planned this game so that you can plan this ring toss game so that you can roll your d20 plus dex, or you can roll sleight of hand. Try to slip those rings on there while he's not looking.
Alrighty, so is he distracted?
You can roll performance or deception or something to try and distract
I'll roll
him.
deception.
Or you can try to enlist one of your new friends. Yeah, he's not impressed. He's like, I've seen it all before, kid. You're gonna have to try better than that.
And,
are you gonna play or not?
I am. It's just I'm very concerned for that thing back there. I'm not really sure. Okay, Mango's going to put on his acting face, and he's just looking at that one object behind him like, what is that thing? Should I be concerned about it? She's trying to make the snake person think that he's actually being legit.
If Chichi or Nicky wants to join in and help out, they can try and convince this guy as well, but I don't think he's listening to you, Mango.
So Nikki's going to do something that might get her in a lot of trouble. She's going to pick up a tiny little stone off the ground, and she is going to cast magic stone on it and throw it behind the snake, real sneaky like.
What does magic stone do?
Let me check, because it's different between Pathfinder and DnD, which was the last time I used magic stone. It basically adds my spellcasting ability modifier to my attack roll.
Oh boy, well, I have a question. Are you throwing this, like, into the booth that the snake is running, or, like, to the side of the booth? Like...
More at the booth.
Okay. Maybe do roll an attack, then. And we'll see if you fuck the booth up or something.
Okay.
Okay, the booth isn't going to dodge. It's more just... Okay, yeah. This stone hits the back wall of the booth, and it, like, rattles, like, all the bottles, like, clink together. And the snake does, like, turn around and it's like, what was that?
Mango is a little startled himself. Mango is also startled. He did not actually expect anything to happen, but he does take this little golden opportunity and tries to, using his own height to his advantage, lean over the counter and try and, like, place a ring on the as many rings as he can on bottles, while still making it semi-realistic.
Okay, roll sleight of hand, and I'm gonna say you have advantage because the snake man is distracted.
A 10 and 21.
Oh, a 21. Oh, that's fantastic. So the snake man is turned around for quite a while, like examining the back wall, trying to figure out what happened, but it was a pebble that got thrown, so he doesn't find shit. So he turns around and sees Mango there, and I'm guessing you're trying to make it look like you're just tossing rings normally at this point.
Yeah. Wait, can I roll to see how many rings I got on?
Sure, roll a d10.
6 rings.
Okay, 6. You get 6 rings on. So the man, like, looks at you, looks down at the rings on the bottles, looks at you, very skeptically, but, like, the rings are there on the bottles, and you are throwing them, so, like, clearly you have been throwing rings onto bottles just while he wasn't looking. So
yeah, he's incredibly good at throwing rings. Just ignore the darts. He has great aim.
Okay, so he, like, gives you a look, and then he's like, something from the top shelf, then. And he, like, uses his tail to point at the roof of the cart where, like, all the very big plushes are. So you can take a very big plush.
A very big plush. I'm thinking on what would Mango take? Oh gosh. Honestly, I my mind just keeps going back to that extremely fluffy unicorn from Despicable Me.
It can be an extremely fluffy unicorn.
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. No, he's not, but...
You want it to be a unicorn, then?
Yeah. He'll take the unicorn.
Alright, the snake pulls down a very large unicorn plush and hands it over to you. Oh. At this point, Nicky and Mango, you have used all the tickets that the ringmaster gave you. Chichi, you still have 2 left. what do you guys want to do?
Chichi is actually tempted to try the ring toss game.
Okay. It looks like Phoebe cut
Hello?
out. Where did you cut out?
Oh.
Hello.
All I heard was that I believe all I heard was after I received my unicorn, you started saying like, "All right," and then it just cut out.
Okay. Good news is that was all recap. I was just saying, you, Mango, have spent all your tickets. Nicky has spent all their tickets. Chichi still has 2 tickets left. And there is also that booth labeled tickets, which might be a place to get more tickets if you want them. You haven't really looked at that yet, so.
And Mango's not interested in more tickets. He's content.
Chichi is tempted to try the ring toss game.
Well, it is.
And they are tempted to at least try it legitimately.
Go for it.
Once. What do I roll for that?
Mango is still very confused about the stone.
A D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Right. And
10. So you have a ring that like almost lands on one of the things. It sort of bounces off. It's sort of like half on the neck of the bottle, and the snake like shakes his hand. So sad, so close, and he like takes out a lollipop and hands it over to Chichi.
is it a good flavored lollipop?
Is it what?
Is it a good flavored lollipop?
It's
That's
probably...
Chichi asking because.
Oh, Chichi's asking.
Yeah.
It's candy flavored.
Hey, pure sugar, good enough. And they just take the lollipop because, good enough.
It's free candy. Well, not exactly free, but it cost you a ticket, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so Chichi has 1 ticket left to spend. And Nicky is the only one who has looked at the concession stands so far. If you might want something to eat besides that lollipop.
Chichi probably will, because hard half plush. That game's rigged. Food. Snacks.
The snake... If you're saying that the game is rigged out loud, the snake is glaring at you.
You know these types of games are rigged.
It's not rigged. It just requires skill.
Yeah, and
Wait,
using rings that are barely large enough to actually land on the bottle. So, rigged.
Wait, I'm sorry. Does Mango overhear this conversation? Because honestly, there's something I want to do with Mango in this conversation.
I mean, you're probably, as long as you're standing nearby, I'd say you could overhear this.
I didn't really say that he has left, but so I'm going to say yes. He does hear this, and he walks over to the snake person and is like, "Well, if this game is not rigged, would you like demonstrating to us?" He is basically challenging the snake person to play his own game and prove it that he can win.
Listen, kid, I don't have hands. I can't play it myself.
That is one thing Mango did not think about.
Yeah.
You can roll insight on that if you want to.
I will roll insight. 11.
11. Yeah, this snake dude has no hands, so you don't know how he would throw a ring to play it himself. So as far as you're concerned, yep, that checks out.
But he has not disproven the fact that this is not rigged.
He has not. I think he'll say, like, you played it just fine, so you clearly know it's not impossible to win.
Right.
Is Nicky within earshot of this?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna say they are, and they just sort of open their mouth as wide as possible and throw another deep fried Oreo in.
They are very entertained. I'm guessing.
No popcorn, but the next best thing, fried Oreos.
Oh boy. Mango, he has not thought this through. He has beaten the game, but he did cheat, and he does not want to give away the position that he cheated. So
I'm just
I think
picturing that
he
meme
just
where,
cornered himself.
I'm picturing that meme where the woman like opens her mouth to argue, then holds up the 1 minute finger and just takes a drink of water. No, I can't say I cheated. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am truly cornered on this.
I mean, that's just an argument with a carnival game owner about whether his game's rigged. So, and it's you're not playing with your money; you're playing with free money, so it's fine. You haven't lost much, even if the game is rigged.
Hey, you are correct, Mango. He is just going to stand up. He's going to say sorry for bothering you, sir.
The
And he's
snake
just gonna
nods.
walk away.
The snake nods, like, yeah, that's right. He's had this argument a lot. So, Chichi has 1 ticket left and was going to go to the concessions, maybe, or do you want to do something else with that?
Yeah, Chichi is going to see what's available from concessions.
Okay. At the concession stand, there are quite a lot of little carts offering classic circus foods. There is no shaved ice cart, but there is fried Oreos, as Nicky found. There's popcorn, cotton candy, hot dogs, corn dogs, etc. Just sort of pretty much all the stuff you would expect at like a circus or a carnival or a state fair. And they are all 1 ticket each.
Chichi is going to ask how much cotton candy they can get for 1 ticket.
Yeah, so the human behind the cotton candy stand, who's a very like tall, thin, humanoid rubber hose wearing like some, I don't know, some like round sunglasses, like stares at you for a second and then starts like spinning cotton candy onto a stick and spinning cotton candy onto a stick, and it keeps getting bigger until it's like the size of Chi-Chi's head, and then he holds it up to demonstrate.
Yes. Hands over ticket. Cotton candy.
Okay, he takes your ticket and hands over the cotton candy.
Very, very, very happy Chichi because
Get the feeling Chi-Chi's gonna be a little bit sticky soon because cotton candy gets messy, especially when it's that much cotton candy. But having fun, that's the most important thing when you're spending a day at the circus.
yeah.
All right. So that is all your tickets spent. Do any of you have interest in getting more tickets or doing anything else?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
So, nah.
All right. In that case, a sort of loud bell gong thing goes off from inside the big top tent, and you hear some sort of instruments start up playing music, and the big top show is going to begin shortly. We've been going for about an hour now. Does anyone want to take a break? Because this would be the best point to do it, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to go get myself some more water.
More water is a good idea. I should probably drink some of my water. So let's
Go
see.
water.
Let's take
I'll
a
be back.
5-minute break. All right.
Is Ghost
One
to
character.
go back?
I'm
Ghost Siguru, are you back? Okay.
Yeah, I think I was always here. Sorry.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm
You're
just
being
quiet.
very quiet. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just a quiet person. Biding my time.
Lurking in the shadows. Okay, so it looks like everyone is back then. Correct. So we are good to continue on. My laptop sounds like it's going to die. It's fine. I asked it to do 2 things, and it's like, why would you do this to me? I'm going to die. It's fine. I opened up a character sheet, and it's like, time to kill myself. Okay.
please don't, computer.
Computer, please chill out. So, bells start going off, the music starts playing, and everyone else in the field starts making their way towards the big top circus tent. So the tent flaps have been pulled back to make a big entrance, and people are filing inside. Are you going to join them?
Yes?
Yes.
All right, so you 3 head into the big top tent, which looked pretty big from the outside, and it's actually even a little bit bigger than that on the inside, like most Toon things are. So there's rows of bleacher-style seating all around a big performance stage in the middle, which is currently home to just a few performers who are playing instruments and making that music that you heard. So
Nice.
find a place to sit. There are only 100 people or so here, and there is seating for at least twice that, so you sort of have your pick of seats. If you want to be high up or down close to the rings or somewhere in the middle.
I mean, I know Nicky likes to feel tall, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can go up towards the back of the seating. The seats get pretty high up off the ground. You can feel pretty tall.
Nicky
And since
does
the place
this.
is, yeah.
Chichi will join Nicky because they know how short they are sitting down. They actually want to see things.
Yeah, okay, it looks like BB cut out. So can you hear us again, Vegan, or is it still?
I can hear you now again.
Okay, so I was just having you guys pick where to sit. Nicky and Chichi have headed for the back because those seats are the highest up, and they want to feel tall.
Mango's going to sit in the back. He doesn't want to block the view for a lot of tunes. So we're all in the back.
That's a good choice. And because it's not very crowded, there's not that many people in front of you, so your view is not blocked by anyone else. You get all the benefits of being in the back without anyone tall sitting in front of you.
Hooray!
Yay!
That's why I drew all the prizes.
Those little drawings, that's so cute.
Oh, it's adorable and perfect.
It's beautiful.
It is.
I did not know what the little birdie that Chichi got looked like, so I just made one up.
Well, it was going to be that or a little round fat bird I had found as plushie online. But that's adorable.
Ah, nice. So, the 3 of you make your way to the back of the bleachers, take your seats. There's still people filing in. There's still the musicians playing some music to keep everyone entertained as you're waiting for the show proper to begin. And I feel like I want to ask, has any of your characters ever been to a circus before, or is this their first time?
That's a very good question.
Chichi has definitely seen a circus, but not actually gone to one.
Can I roll intelligence to see if Mango can remember if he ever went to a circus or not? But I'm actually not personally sure.
Sure. I feel like that would be more history, though it's sort of just personal history, but
I know intelligence is to see if you can recall a memory. History is more if you can recall something from something else, like history as in to find out about a person if you've read something about them or about a place or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, roll intelligence then.
Oh no, he has a -1 in intelligence.
Oh.
3.
Oh no.
3. Yeah,
I don't think he's ever been to a circus before.
Or if you have, you sure as hell can't remember. As far as you're concerned, this is the first time.
He is aware. Nicky is aware of them in theory, but has never really been to one because Nicky doesn't like spending money.
That's fair. So this is the first time circus trip for all three of you. So that should be fun.
And Chichi is not going to want to explain how they know they've seen the circus but never actually paid to go in.
I was just assuming it's like, oh, it came and I saw the tents from afar, but I never got to go myself. So.
That's the lie they will go with.
All right.
That's an ominous way to put it.
It sure is. Okay. So, eventually everyone seems to have taken their seats and the music tapers off. And then from a second opening in the big top tent, which is a bit smaller, the ringmaster comes through again, and he's like, "Welcome everyone to the Cirque Do Something. I'd like to thank you again for coming out today to audition for our circus. And I do hope you've enjoyed your time spent here with the games, the food, the performers, but of course the best is yet to come. The circus show itself is about to begin. Everyone take your seats and enjoy the show." So, and the show begins, and it's sort of just, the sorts of things that you might expect from a circus. There are some clowns that come out and tell some jokes and do some funny stunts. There are some acrobats that come out and do some flips and tumbling. Someone walks the high wire. A lot of pretty standard circus stuff. So if you've never been to the circus before, maybe you don't know how standard this stuff is for the circus. But it's
Mango
nothing...
sure as heck does not.
But also,
Chichi's still having quite a lot of fun watching.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch, that's for sure. But also, you three are toons, so you've kind of seen, especially in regards to the clown stunts, you guys have kind of seen some stunts and gags that were a bit more interesting just in your day-to-day lives. This isn't the world's most interesting circus or anything. It's sort of standard circus fare. Y'all want to roll perception?
Perception. 8.
I have a +1 in that.
If that fails, I am blaming it on how interesting the circus is to Mango. He has, as far as he knows, he has not seen this before.
Chichi, why?
Chichi!
You have 4 ears.
Come on, Nicky! Nicky,
yeah,
please!
We have an 8, a 6, and a 13. As far as you 3 are concerned, yeah, this is a pretty cool circus. Like,
No, Nicky
nothing
failed.
special, nothing interesting. I'm trying to decide. I didn't actually write down what the threshold is for this, so I think actually, Nicky, you notice that something's a little bit weird here because this tent is indoors. It's blocking a lot of the sunlight. It's not super bright in here, but like all the performers are wearing sunglasses. That's a little bit odd. A lot of them are like flashy sunglasses that are like fun shapes or colors, but every single one wearing sunglasses. That's a little bit weird, right?
So, can I roll an intelligence check to see if Nikki thinks that's super weird or if she just thinks they're nocturnal or something?
You know what? Go for it.
My Burks and Files alarms are ringing.
I have to say I haven't finished listening to Barks and Files, so I'm like, eyes emoji, what happens? Okay, 10. So like, there's a variety of different tunes all wearing these shades, so it would be, I'm pretty sure they're not all nocturnal, but maybe they've just got sensitive eyes. Maybe this circus only hires people that have light sensitive eyes for some reason. As far as you're concerned, it's a little weird, but I'm sure there's a rational explanation for that, right?
Perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. Okay.
Oh
So-
boy.
Most of the circus, just your standard fare. Nothing unusual. And then the second half of the show begins, and crowd comes out and he's like, I sure do hope you all have been enjoying the show. I know it's been a thrill for our performers, and I quite hope that it's been a thrill for you all as well. Now, we are going to be debuting a few new acts in the second half of our show, which I hope you all will also enjoy. So, give it up for our newest acts. And at this point, what seems at first to be more of the same comes out. A couple new musicians come from backstage. A couple new acrobats and tumblers come out and start doing their routines. And you will get a second chance to roll perception, this time with advantage.
Hooray! Oh boy. Perception 2. Mango, please pay attention. 24, 13, 11. You know what?
Nicky's got it.
Screw you, Mango.
Mango's just like, yeah, this is some pretty good stuff. That's some nice music they're playing.
I can just imagine Mango's just too busy clapping along to the music to really notice. He's having too much fun.
Chichi is not having any luck.
Frost, you can roll again. You have advantage.
That was my second roll twice. It was a
wait,
13
it
and a
rolled twice.
12.
Let me see.
13 is high. Ah.
Wait, I just
Alright,
realized my
13
first
and
roll
12.
was a nat 1.
Yeah, so technically my roll's a 16. I rolled it as 2d20 because I thought it would be separate rolls, but...
Yeah, it sort of combined them. So 16. Do you have a modifier at all for perception that you wanted to add on, or
Nope.
is it just straight D20? Okay. Well,
Straight
I'm
D20.
still gonna say Nicky notices with a 16. So, and let me see. So, yeah, Mango got an 11. Chichi got a 13, Nicky got a 16. So, okay. One sec. Mango and Chichi, you guys are like quite enjoying the performance. Mango's clapping along with the music, which sounds kind of familiar, which is neat. You get the feeling your music would fit right in with this sort of thing. And
Yay.
Chichi, you get the feeling that like your acrobatic skills are right on par with the performer that's up there. And Nicky, maybe because you are neither a musician nor an acrobat and aren't thinking about how you'd measure up to this sort of thing, you're like, huh, that new flute player that came out in the second round of performers is pretty tall. They're like really tall. They're like 6 feet tall. That's pretty wild. How many 6-foot tall flute players are there?
I think I have an idea where this is going now. Okay.
I am concerned. Again, Mango is not really, but me as the player, I'm just hearing that description. I'm like, hold on.
So Nicky, if you want to, you can roll investigation on these new performers that have come out.
Okay, let me find my modifier real quick.
I think you have a +1.
Yeah, you're correct.
Oh my god.
Nicky, why?
Roll it at advantage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, Nicky, why?
Well,
Nicky!
This flute player is wearing like a big, like rainbow glittery shawl, scarf, and some like star-shaped sunglasses, and you're pretty sure that doesn't look like anyone you know. And like all the tumblers are wearing these like polka dot outfits and jester hats, and you're pretty sure you don't recognize any of them either. So you're just like, that's a funny coincidence that there were 2 flute players that are 6 feet tall. And I met one of them, and now I'm sitting next to one of them. The other one's up on stage, but what a funny coincidence that is. So the tumbling routine ends. The acrobats sort of like take their bows and step off the stage, and instead, what steps up is an even taller Toon, wearing somehow, for some reason, a top hat that adds just a lot more to their already considerable height. Like, they're taller than you, Mango. They're taller than that. And they start juggling fire. And you all get another perception roll at advantage. I was planning for bad dice rolls. I'm sorry to make you guys roll perception over and over, but...
Jesus, Nicky.
I want a chance for.
Hey!
Nicky! 13! Mango, please! Why can't you be like Benjamin and keep making all the perception and insight rolls?
That one didn't go through.
Come on, dice parser.
Come on, dice parser, we need you.
Dice parser, please. Dice parser, what's your problem?
I could try rolling for you. Oh, no.
All at once.
Oh boy.
Okay. That's a 10,
Oh,
an 11, and a 13. Okay, I'm gonna say, Mango and Chichi, your suspicions are aroused, because it's like, that's a pretty specific act that you're pretty sure you've already seen today, done by a pretty, distinctively tall Toon. Nicky, you're like, okay, what's going on here? Something's wrong. And you can all roll investigation if you want.
Mango, do not pick this up, please.
Come on, Nikki. Use your one brain cell.
No! Nat 20!
Bingo finally gets it! Okay.
And Chichi rolled in that one.
Oh boy.
Dang.
Chichi, you're like, ooh, fire pretty. The fire juggling looks pretty. Oh no, I hurt my eyes trying to look too close. Okay, I gotta not look that closely. And Nicky, you're like, another funny coincidence, huh? But Mango, you, like, possibly because you were the tallest and had the best vantage point for this in the first place, but you can make out under this tune's ridiculously oversized hat that that's the giraffe that was auditioning while you guys were waiting in line. And when you look around the rest of the room, you can see the giraffe sitting in the audience, watching this. Apparently oblivious, because it's just the day of bad perception rolls, so you're just like, oh, huh.
Mango, he kind of looks at the two, and he kind of looks at the giraffe on the stage and the giraffe that is sitting, and he's just kind of going between the two before coming to the conclusion, well, maybe there were two giraffes. Again, earlier he didn't roll that well to see the performers in front of him because of those darn giraffes blocking his view. But he's not really able to precisely say that this same giraffe, that these are the one and the same giraffe. He's just assuming that they're both twins and they both did two different acts. He doesn't know.
You rolled a d20, so you can at least tell that they for sure look pretty much exactly the same, except the one on stage is wearing some wraparound sunglasses. All right, so the fire juggling act ends, and there's a couple more performances of, some more clowns come out. Someone does some stilt walking. And then the ringmaster comes out again, and he's like, I sure do hope everyone had a fun day at the circus. Thank you all so much for coming out for auditions. I will be getting in touch with you if we want you to join the cast of our circus. And to everyone else, thank you for coming out. Please have a safe trip home. And I hope you all enjoyed this Cirque Do Something. And the crowd sort of bursts into applause. Not as sort of enthusiastically as they did at the beginning of the show. There seem to be a couple other people that are like, well, that's a lot of coincidences. That's a lot of, I'm pretty sure I auditioned with that act, and I guess they already had someone. And people start to file out of the circus tent to go mill around outside again. What would you three like to do? I should say the ringmaster goes back through the sort of staff entrance in the back of the tent, and he is no longer on the stage.
I was personally thinking that, I think Mango was thinking that they would get to perform today. But apparently there was somebody that, I guess they already had somebody doing the same act. And, well, and he did say that if they wanted them in the circus, they would call them. So Mango's like, I thought we were going to perform today. I guess not.
Some free food out of it, so that's great at least.
Yeah.
A couple of the circus performers start making their way through the seating to pick up discarded trash. If anyone left their popcorn buckets and stuff in the stands, they're just sort of cleaning up.
Nicky is going to look for discarded trash.
Yeah, you find like someone a couple rows in front of you left like half a bucket of popcorn. So you can take that.
I think that she's probably going to. She might scuttle down into the ring to see if there's any other stuff she can scavenge.
All right, roll another investigation, I guess. Okay, 18. There's maybe like a few loose pieces of popcorn and trails of cotton candy at the center of the ring, but like no one performing was actively eating, so not a lot of food trash. There are some like sequins and beads that have fallen off of costumes, like because, you know, when you have a costume that's got like low quality beads and sequins stitched haphazardly to it, those things come off again with very little effort. And there are, you know, a couple pairs of sunglasses just sort of stashed around the ring. Like maybe they fell off a performer, maybe they were being kept there on purpose. And as you sort of make your way around the center ring, one of the performers that was cleaning up stands sort of comes back down to center ring and is like, "I'm sorry, but you can't be here. This space is for performers only."
You can't tell me what to do. I'm a grown-ass adult too, and you can't tell me what to do. And she grabs some sunglasses and runs away with them.
And the performer just sort of watches you go. "Two, which way are you running?" Because there are two entrances to this tent, and if you are on stage, probably the staff exit is the closer one.
Probably going for the staff exit. More stuff to steal back there.
Okay, we will get to the staff exit in a moment. Chichi and Mango, what are you doing? Are you following behind?
Mango, I'm sorry, but Mango, after seeing the giraffe, he's kind of suspicious now. I'm not sure if he still has caught on to the 6-foot flute player, but he is going to be looking at the staff that are walking around and seeing if he recognizes any of them from the line. He just wants to be sure that the giraffe thing was some sort of coincidence or not. He's not sure.
Roll investigation.
Don't pick this up, Mango. Please. Oh, 5.
5.
I'm sorry, I started adding a plus before I realized that he doesn't really have anything to add. But
that's fair. Well, there's only a couple people here, and they're mostly like leaning over, pulling stuff off the floor, so it's hard to get a good look at their face to see if you would recognize them or not. Chichi?
Yeah.
Anything you want to do?
Chichi was just headed for the main exit because, oh well.
All right.
I guess that's that.
I'm sorry, I was not fully done with Mango. I am so sorry. With Mango not really being able to recognize any of them from where he is standing, I think he's going to try and sneakily sneak a peek at one of them by like picking up some trash and trying to hand it to them, hopefully getting close enough to recognize them.
Right, roll investigation again.
18.
Okay, I'm gonna say an 18 does it. So you, I guess, like tap this bluebird tomb who's leaned over picking up like a cup of soda, and you hand him, I don't know, like a corn dog stick, and you get a pretty good look at his face, and he's wearing like a simple pair of sunglasses, and he sort of just takes the stick from you without really saying anything, and this tune looks a little familiar. I mean, everyone else you were in line with, you didn't see them very well, so you wouldn't know for sure if you'd seen this tune before in the line or not. But because this tune has sort of been bent over picking stuff off the floor, his sunglasses have slipped a little bit down his beak. And so you can see that his eyes are not the normal kind of. He's like a rubber hose tune, so you'd expect like pie cut eyes, that sort of thing. And they are sort of pie cut eyes, except they're just the outline. And the middle isn't filled in at all. So
Suspicious.
that's unusual.
Mango's not really going to comment too much on that, and he's just going to be like, that's a strange looking rubber hose. Haven't seen one without their eyes filled in.
Are you saying this out loud?
No, he is not.
Okay. So the tune turns back to picking up garbage off the floor.
Mango is a polite young man.
Almost too polite. Okay, so Chichi, you're heading for the main exit. Mango, you're not confronting the employee. So should we cut back to Nicky in the staff tent, in the staff exit?
Sure.
Okay. So the staff exit does lead to a staff tent, which is sort of smaller than the big top tent. There's a bunch of clothing racks with colorful costumes on them. There's a sort of chest with props or maybe ticket money in it. And then there is a desk, which is strewn with loads and loads of Polaroid photographs. And Cal Descope, the ringmaster, is sitting behind it, looking over all these photographs. And he looks up when you walk in, and then he looks down because you're pretty short. And he's like, well, I did say I would come to you if you were going to be included in the circus acts, didn't I? I don't think you're supposed to be back here at all.
I seem to have lost my way back here. Could you point me the way out, perhaps?
It's the way you just came in.
You see, I can't. I'm very good at jumping down into pits, but I'm not as great as jumping out. I'm sort of stuck here, sir.
He, looks at you, and he's like, very well. And he whistles, which I can't whistle. And a tune shows up on the other side of the staff tent. There is a door to the outside. And he turns to this newcomer tune, and he's like, would you please escort this guest out of the staff tent and off the premises?
Soon as the door opens, Nicky scuttles out as fast as they can.
Oh, well, that works too. It is tense, so it was canvas. But yeah, Nicky is now out of the staff tent. I will say you have to brush past the newcomer tune on your way out and roll a perception or investigation at advantage.
I'm so sorry. Can we quickly pause? I really need to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, it has been another hour. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I will be back.
Ghosty, you can roll your stuff if you want, but we won't handle the outcome until Vidia's back.
Cool.
That's an at 20. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad we've had such bad dice rolls this game. I mean, we started off with some pretty good rolls for the performances.
Oh, yeah.
But then...
I mean, at their hearts, every Toonkind is kind of a dumbass.
That they are.
Alrighty, I'm back.
All right. So, Nicky, at advantage, rolled a 7, and then a nat 20 plus 1, 21. So, Nicky, as you are leaving the staff tent, you have to brush past the person that Cal sort of summoned in, and this tune's the same height as you. And this tune's also a possum. And this tune is you wearing sunglasses.
Have you guys seen the video of the possum in the sink that's screaming? Nicky makes that noise.
I do say, can you quiet down? No need to make such a ruckus. I thought you were leaving.
Nicky scuttles way faster. She's probably going to try and find everybody else because copyright infringement.
Yeah, I think Chichi was outside the big top. Mango, have you left the big top, or are you still inside?
I haven't really said that I have left or not, but I think after seeing the bluebird, Mango is going to make his way outside, and he's going to start looking over the crowd, possibly trying to find his doppelganger, or the original that the doppelganger is mimicking, if possible.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Don't pick this up, please. 12.
Yeah, it's a crowd. Some people have left already, you think. It's hard to tell. But what you do see is Nicky running towards you from around the back of the big top.
Right infringement!
Huh? Mango is confused, like, what? Copyright?
They took away my right to make copies of myself.
Like,
oh my
what
goodness,
do you mean?
Faye is going to be so pissed.
Okay, what do you mean?
I saw myself, and they were wearing sunglasses, and that was kind of cool, but it was weird.
Where did you see them?
In the staff tent.
Can you show me? Benjamin, not Benjamin. This isn't Barks and Files. Mango, he's just looking like, wait. So I'm not. So are these copies real? What? He really wants to see the Nicky doppelganger.
So, I mean, I think we should probably try to stealth back if we're going to go back there.
That might be a good idea. You guys want to roll stealth?
We're confused about what they're talking about, but okay, stealthy, sneaky. Just like old times.
Well,
Well,
good luck, Chichi.
Yeah, do it.
Wait, were we all supposed to roll stealth?
Running back now.
Yeah, roll stealth for trying to sneak into the staff tent.
I think Mango's a little ahead of himself.
Yeah.
Chichi!
That's an 18.
Okay. Nicky, you burst straight back into the staff tent, like throwing aside the canvas, opening the door, and it's very obvious that you've entered. And Mango, you're standing like right behind her, poking your head in through the door. It's very obvious that you're there. Chichi, you're managing to like stand in the background and hug the side of the canvas, so you can get a pretty good glance in through this open door without being seen yourself. And you do see Cal is still behind the desk looking over some photos, and the Nicky copy is just sort of standing there near the doorway still. And, sorry, you go.
Nicky sees the copy and she makes the startled possum noise again.
Cal looks up at this and he's like, I thought you were leaving, and now you've brought someone else back. You really can't be back here in the staff tent. You're not part of the cast of the circus. Honestly.
I signed a contract so that people wouldn't copy me!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, are we about to take off a warlock patron? Oh boy.
What? Wait, who's the warlock?
They have the exclusive rights to my image!
Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a member of my circus. Clearly not you.
I'm curious, can Mango, like, very sneakily pull the glasses down to have a look at their eyes? I'm curious if he can do that without nobody noticing him.
Roll stealth.
Oh, I can already feel him pecking this up. What did I tell you?
You just walk forward and take the sunglasses off, and everyone sees you do it. But you do. Hey, you get to see what's underneath the sunglasses, which is similar to the bluebird that you saw in the Big Top tent. It looks like Nicky's eyes, except they are blank. They're just outlines with no pupil or anything. And Cal is like, what do you think you're doing? Taking the sunglasses off one of my performers. You have a lot of nerve.
And you have a lot of nerve of making copies of others.
Well, what's the harm in it?
It's fucking illegal!
Is
the rights!
And Chichi wiping up from the back. Yes! Yes, it is! Good grief, you do not know what level of crime you just committed!
As far as I know, I don't think
About
there's
us
a law
killed
that
last time we
explicitly...
tried something like that.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No. Chichi was just mumbling under breath. Ish! Rick nearly got us murdered last time he tried with that.
Well, that's not concerning at all.
You can actually
I
see
don't think Cal
character
can...
sheet.
I don't think Cal can actually hear that. He's just like, well, as far as I know, there's no law that explicitly says you can't make doubles of people as long as you're not trying to use their name or other identifying information. And we're not, so it's fine.
Mango, he is just breaking down at that point. Mango Daddy XC has stopped working. Would you like to reboot?
Nicky's just very upset because she thought this was going to be just like a good day at the circus, and now they is going to be pissed when they come back.
All right. Do any of you have anything to say in response to Cal, or?
You're not using these doubles for profit? You are! They are your actors! You're using them for profit!
Actually,
Mango does not know enough about circuses to actually form up a good argument, but...
There's one thing Chichi wants to know. Does the ringleader also just not have colored in eyes?
He is wearing mirrored sunglasses with like a little spiral pattern, so you can't see his eyes.
Can I roll sleight of hand to try and steal the glasses?
Yes, you can.
Do it!
Do it, do it.
19.
19!
Yeah, he's like overlooked you in favor of the very tall bird and very loud
then-
little possum. So you managed
And then
to
failed to notice that. Okay, wait, that's a tail. Doink.
Yep, you just snatched the glasses right off of his head. And underneath, he has fully colored in little pie cut eyes. But when you take the glasses off, I'm gonna say 2 things happen. So the first is he goes, What? What are you? Oh my. Oh, geez. And the second is I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Joy. What the heck is wisdom save again? That's +1. Chichi, don't fail me now. Ow.
10. Yeah. No. Yeah. These are some pretty cool glasses. You want to put these glasses on. You're going to put on the glasses.
Someone want to stop Chichi before they do something entirely terrible for their own life.
Wait. I'm sorry. I started spacing out. What happened? Peck.
She took the glasses off the ringmaster and put them on. Or she's trying to put them on. Would one of you like to try and stop her?
I'm going to try
Honestly,
and break
no.
the glasses.
Mango.exe is still not responding.
I'm going to try and break the glasses with a magic stone.
11. Okay, I'm gonna say that doesn't do it. Your stone misses and like hits against the canvas of the tent, and Chichi puts the glasses on.
What's that D6 for?
That was you get 3 temporary hit points. So you can add 3 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Yep. So, what do you want to do now?
Chichi, are you okay?
Chichi, you feel fantastic.
Mango is kind of looking at the ringmaster and is trying to look at his eyes.
Yep, the ringmaster's eyes are fully filled in little pie cut eyes, and he's just sort of sitting there looking at the pile of photos on top of his desk. He's not really saying anything at this point.
Mango waves his hand in front of the ringmaster's face.
He looks up at you, and he's like, yeah?
Sorry, I thought... never mind. I thought Chichi broke you.
No, not quite broken. Just,
That's good.
we might want to try and get those glasses off them. That might be a good idea.
Why? It doesn't really seem to be bothering them.
Okay, that's perfect fucking timing. Chichi, roll me a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Jeez.
The timing. It doesn't seem to be hurting them. Make a wisdom save.
Ow.
Okay,
Oh,
5. Chichi, this tent is boring. You notice, the ringmaster's camera is sitting on top of the desk. You're gonna pick it up and run out of the staff tent.
Oh no, Chichi!
I'm going to try and hit Chichi with a ray of enfeeblement.
17. Does that hit Chichi?
It's versus AC, right?
Yep.
Yes, it hits.
Okay. So what does Ray of Enfeeblement do?
They can only deal half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Okay, and how long does the spell last?
Let me double check on that one. It pretty much it ends when they make a successful con save.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But it's just that half strength to weapon attacks using strength thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Chi-Chi's gonna continue running out of the tent.
Peck.
So, Bingo and Nicky, you're in the staff tent with the copy of Nicky and the ringmaster. What do you want to do? Chi-Chi just ran out, grabs the ringmaster's camera and ran out.
Mango, he just turns towards the ringmaster and is like, okay, what is happening?
Well, I'm not entirely sure myself. It's been a crazy last few weeks. But, sort of all started when I got those glasses and that camera from a stranger in a pub. And then I started this circus. It seemed like a really good idea at the time. Everything seemed like a really good idea at the time. I'm guessing your friend is thinking everything seems like a really good idea.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Monkey.
If only Chichi weren't possessed right now, they'd want to know where the heck did you pick up the cursed object?
Well, possessed is a strong word. And cursed is a strong word. But...
That's how it's currently running. So...
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
Chichi is possessed. Or cursed.
Nicky and Mango, do you want to try and get more information out of the ringmaster or run after Chichi?
I think
Nicky is going to do the run.
Mango, I guess he's gathered enough information as far as he can tell. Like, the glasses hypnotize the user. He's not really sure what the glasses do 100%, but... Okay, you know what? He just says peck it. He's going to chase after Chichi. The ringmaster isn't going to be, like, leaving or anything. He'll still be there, I hope, when they catch Chichi.
Yeah,
Okay,
he doesn't
now,
seem... He
a
doesn't
question
seem
for
in
the
any...
player of Chichi. What are both your guys' run speed?
30.
A 30. The usual.
Good luck.
What is
Oh,
your
no.
run? What is Chi-Chi's run speed?
40.
Oh boy, and she has a head start. I will say, the crowd outside has been slowing her down. For a couple reasons. First of all, there's a lot of people to run through. Second of all, Frosty dearie, I'm going to message you something. Because you're wearing those glasses, and you picked up the camera, you know how to use the camera now. You don't know why
Oh,
you know how to
no.
use the camera, but you do.
Oh no.
So, I'm sending you some information on the camera.
That's an interesting name. Oh boy.
Oh, hang on. I am taking one thing off because you haven't. Okay.
I already read the line.
Sorry. Forget it.
I have no idea what it means at the moment, so it's fine.
Goddamn preview. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So,
Peck.
Rusty, you are not so much possessed as you are manic. You are extremely energetic. You are extremely excited. And you have a feeling that anything you do would be a pretty fun time. And now you have this camera. So, what do you want to do? Or I can suggest something if you'd like.
I mean, there's one thing I know Chichi would think of wanting to do, but I forgot to write that out in the bio, so I don't kind of want to spring it on you now. Bleh.
You can do it if you want. This is already sort of
Because
gotten away
first
from
thing
you.
they're thinking is, oh dang, I really have got to tell Rec about this. This is going to be so cool. I just need to remember what hospital he was in. Ah, shoot. He was on a different continent.
Boy.
I have gotten to do a lot of traveling. Okay, plan B. Something else interesting, I guess. I'll tell Rec later.
Oh boy. Well, that's
And-
eyes emoji.
And I will send you a rec sheet just so you know who that is.
Okay.
We got a wild monkey with a camera.
Monkey.
The monkey has a camera.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Ah, shoot, I still have the wrong species on them.
That's no worries. You could send it to me after the game too if you wanted, because sounds like contacting Rick, not something that's gonna happen within the next 5 minutes. So who cares?
Nope.
Instead, you're in the middle of a circus. There's a lot of people around. Like the concession stands, the carnival games are still up. And yeah, you have a camera. And if you can't come up with anything, I will suggest some courses of action.
Please.
I did sort of spring this on you. Okay. Well, you saw how freaked out Nicky got seeing her copy. That was kind of funny.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roll a whiz save at disadvantage.
Wait, what?
What?
Roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh.
Chichi, please.
Oh,
A 5 and
safe to say you didn't save, but
Nope,
Yeah.
it got worse.
okay. You go up to the first tune you see, and you're gonna try and take their picture. So roll a d20 plus your dex. Okay, 10 doesn't make it. So you're gonna go up to the next tune you see and try to take their picture. And the first tune's like, hey, what are you doing? But that's not anything that concerns you. Mango and Nicky, Chichi has stopped and is now just wandering around taking people's photos. So I'm gonna say you can catch up. So you come across Chichi, who is in the middle of the crowd trying to take people's photos.
uh,
And photo attempt 2.
Yep, that works.
Dang it.
The photo comes out perfectly clear. And the person whose photo you took is like, well, it's polite to ask first, you know. And that's the second action on that sheet I sent you if you want to do that. I'm not sure if you should roll another wisdom save for this. Actually, I'm gonna say, Mango and Nicky, you catch up to Chichi before that. She has just taken someone's photo. Is there anything you want to do?
Nikki's gonna try casting suggestion on her.
Okay. Past
wisdom-
that. Sorry.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I have some bad news on that front, which is
Dang it.
Chi-Chi's gonna be casting that wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. So maybe that's good news.
Don't know.
Fail.
Dang it.
4. Yep,
yeah.
that fails.
No,
Suggestion
wait, that's a-
works.
Nikki tugs on their shirt and is like, "Those glasses really don't suit you. You should take them off."
Ah, really?
little
Yeah.
garish.
Yeah, Chichi probably then does remove the glasses if that's actually going to happen.
I have to check one thing, so just hold on one sec. Yep, I think that works. And Chichi will take the glasses off.
Hooray! Mango is going to try and hide the fact that he was about to cast blindness, deafness on Chichi, hoping that would work.
Honestly,
Okay,
Nicky just panic cast Ray of Enfeeblement instead of starting with suggestion, so...
There, Chichi, lose your 3 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, you are back to normal. You're holding these glasses in one hand, and you have the camera and the photo that it made in the other, and you're like, why did I think it was a good idea to take a stranger's photo?
Okay, that was just one weird 10-minute trip. Maybe I'm not feeling right about this. Ever.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
Not even the slightest. Nope.
what do you want to do now? You have these weird glasses.
I think Mango's going to snatch the glasses for now.
Roll a
that
wisdom
is not
saving
what the
throw.
The thing is,
wait.
Chichi, after having taken them off, is probably just after the confusion, is like, oh god, you things really are ugly, and be prepared to break them.
Well, I'm gonna... What should you roll? I feel like this should be a contested roll of some sort. Of who should get them first. What should that
Mango
be?
wants to grab the glasses so that way, because he thinks that the glasses only work as soon as you put them on.
I'm gonna say Mango roll sleight of hand
What?
to grab them out of Chi-Chi's hands.
Oh boy, Mango. Mango!
Okay, Mango, you grabbed the glasses.
Okay,
Roll
do I not roll anything to contest that?
I feel like you should roll something to contest that, but I don't know what it would be. Strength, maybe? Like how tight a grip you've got on them? Like you're trying to break them, so maybe you're squeezing them real hard. Or if you have if anyone has a better idea, like I would love to hear it.
Strength. I would say strength if Chichi is trying to hold on to the glasses tight, but honestly, since I rolled sleight of hand, I think Chichi would roll more dexterity as they're trying to avoid having Mango grab the glasses. So personally, I would say dexterity.
Yeah, maybe perception.
I now need to hope for a high roll.
Well, with a 23, I don't think Chichi would notice because...
Okay, so
I mean,
dexterity.
Chichi was prepared to just toss them on the ground and stomp break them.
Just dexterity.
Dexterity.
Well, first of all, you need to avoid
choice.
Mango grabbing them.
Yep.
4.
Yeah.
That one!
No, it's like, even if I rolled perfectly, it'd be a case of, I don't know what would win. Because they
Mango
both
would
be
win. He has a bigger
23s.
modifier. Actually, no, I think he would win if you got a nat 20. I think
I think a nat 20 would win. But Chichi, these glasses slip right out of your hands. Mango, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Pick. As I've said, he thought that the glasses only work if you put them on. He did not think that you would have to touch them.
Yep.
3.
These glasses look pretty cool, and you slip them onto your face.
Oh my god.
And you're like, huh. Fun to take that. I want the camera, too.
You know, these glasses aren't actually that bad. They're pretty snazzy.
Alright, let me roll you
Okay.
take 4 temporary hit points. And you do also feel very, like, peppy and energetic, and, like, you feel like doing something. You feel like you could do anything. You feel like you want to snatch that camera out of Chi-Chi's hands.
Can I roll dex against that? Because it is being held by a 4-foot monkey.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, Mango, roll your sleight of hand to grab it at disadvantage because you literally just grabbed something out of Chi-Chi's hands.
Oh boy. Mango, why? Mango, you fool!
Roll it again.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Oh, heck. I don't even know which roll is mine. 10.
Okay. 10 and 10. Well, Mango, you have the higher modifier, so I think you grab the camera.
Yoink.
Dang it.
I will message you now what the camera does. Hang on.
Mango, you fool!
Mango now knows how to use the camera.
Okay, I'm looking over at the camera.
Dang it, not again. Chi-Chi's bow has just flattened out in the angriest, upset cat ear sort of way.
Oh, that's cute. Are you gonna say anything or try to take the camera back?
He's going to cast. Nicky is probably going to cast Mind Sliver on Mango. Hopefully he survives it.
How does that work?
It's a disorienting spike of psychic energy. I'm not really trying to hurt him. I'm just trying to throw him off of his game. It's an intelligence saving throw.
Perfect.
All right. Mango, roll an intelligence saving throw. You do not have disadvantage.
8.
8.
I'm guessing that does not make it, does it?
-1. It's what, 3 points of damage, it looks like?
Does he take like 3 damage?
Yeah. And the first time it makes a saving throw before the end of your next turn, it must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the save.
Okay. Huh? It's got if you try to make a saving throw, you will have not disadvantage, you will have I can't think of the word, you'll have a negative to it.
Yeah.
Some points taken off.
I'm sorry, what happened? I cut out.
I gave Mango a headache and now he has a d4 disadvantage to saving throws.
And he took 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
So, Mango, you're getting sort of the same idea that Chi-Chi was. That might be a fun idea to try and introduce other people to their doppelgangers, because Nicky's reaction was pretty funny. So you're gonna try and take a picture of someone. As this is happening, I'm gonna say the ringmaster runs out of the staff tent towards you all. So, Mango, roll a d20 plus your dex modifier.
Oh boy. Fun. Mango, you fool, why did you do this? So, just my dexterity or my saving throw?
Just your dexterity. It's not a saving throw.
12.
Oh. Let's see. Yep, that's a clear, good quality photo that you can use to make a copy. Roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, pack and pack.
Oh.
It's not looking good. Yeah. No. So you are going to use this photo to summon a copy of the tune you just photographed. And they've been sort of standing there going, "You're not supposed to take people's pictures without permission, you know."
how about I do it anyway? It's fun.
And Mingo, you hold out the photograph you took, and there's a little pop, and then there's a second version of that tune you photographed, standing there in front of you, where the photo was. The person you photographed is like, what's the big idea here? What are you... Is that supposed to be me?
It could be.
Okay. At this point, the ringmaster Cal has run up to you guys and he's like, so you got them off of... He first sees Chichi and he's like, great, you got the glasses off of her. And then he sees Mango wearing the glasses and holding the camera and he's like, one of you tried to grab the glasses, didn't you? He tried to grab the glasses, didn't he?
I was planning to break him if he hadn't.
Well, that would probably be the smarter course of action, but now we have to get them off of him first.
Yeah.
And Mango, I'm just gonna say, you don't want them to break these glasses. These glasses are making you feel pretty nice, pretty energized, pretty happy. So, yeah. How would Mango react upon hearing that these people in front of him want to break something he doesn't want them to break?
Well, I think Mango, he's just going to be like, no, these glasses, they're good glasses, I like them. Well, if you want them, you'll have to just come and get them. And I think Mango, he is going to command the copy to attack them as he just dashes in the opposite direction. If that is possible.
All right.
Well, not really dash, but...
So, what is your exact wording of that command?
Do I...
Okay. And you're gonna run away?
I'm going to use my movement to run away.
Okay. Everybody else, roll initiative.
I think the way that he would word it is, does the copy know the names of these characters? Or...
Probably not. But you could describe them.
I think he, again, as I've read, I think he's going to say attack Monkey, Possum, and Ringleader as his command, and then he runs. I think that's within the limit.
Yep.
Rude.
Savage.
You want his glasses? He's going to go to drastic measures to keep them. Well, not really drastic, but you get the idea. He does not want them off.
Okay, so we have Nicky rolled a 10.
Cart real quick. I'll be back, guys.
That's fine. I need to figure out initiative. This is not going how I thought it would.
Mango, you fool. I'm sorry, but this just seems in character for, I guess, possessed Mango. Cursed Mango.
You know Mango best, so if this is what Mango would do, this is what Mango would do. Okay.
I honestly said at the beginning, I know nothing about Mango. I'm just playing him as I go.
So, the initiative order, Chichi will go first, and then Mango, then the copy, then Nicky, and then finally Cal, the ringmaster, he is going to help you guys out. He might not be very good at it, but I'm gonna say, Mango does get like 10 feet away before we enter initiative fully, before like the copy turns to face you guys, so. Chichi, you go first. What would you like to do?
I mean, Chichi would be tempted to just go run tackle Mango, but I think we need to defeat the copy first.
Yeah,
Since that's going to get in the way.
Yeah, I think if you try to run at the copy is between you and Mango, so you would like have the copy would get an attack of opportunity if you tried to do that. I will also say the copy is like this big buff brown cat.
Okay.
Buff kitty.
Just in case you're wondering what he looks like.
Yeah. Well, to start, Chichi, I think, is going for martial arts attack on the copy. And I don't remember what that is to roll to hit.
It's usually Dex, I think.
This is on Dungeon Master Vault, and I need to drag up my book.
I'm Googling it. Internet,
It usually
faster.
depends
Okay,
on your
I can-
class. Is she in monk?
Yes, she is a monk,
Then it's Dex.
mostly.
Okay,
And
so
okay, I can use Dex for that. Hooray!
Woo.
That's a 17.
Okay, is that against armor class? I am assuming.
Yes.
The armor class, yeah, that beats it. It hits.
Okay.
So roll damage.
And that is going to be 1d4, but I will use one of my key points and make it flurry of blows, which means 2d4s. Gonna roll those separate because they are with bonuses.
Oh, right. So that's
Total damage.
9 points of damage? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So the copy is already not looking too good. And you get the
Yeah,
sense
because
that
Chichi just decided, stink claws. How about that? Angry monkey jump.
Yep. You get the feeling these copies are not the sturdiest things, so that hit did a pretty good amount of damage for it.
Nice.
Yeah. Mango, it's your turn, and I'm assuming you want to use it to continue running.
Indeed, I do. Mango continues to run as far as he can, using up all 30 of his feet. So he's now 40 feet away from the fight. And,
All right.
okay. Actually, don't mind me. I'm gonna quickly flip a coin to see what is his next course of action, because there are two things I could use his action for.
Excellent.
Okay, so for his bonus action, he tumbles, because that is one thing he can do.
All right. What does that
tumbling
mean?
lets him.
Okay.
Tumbling gives him the benefits of taking the dash and disengage options, and it basically kind of gives him, for a single turn, rogue benefits. Like he has a climbing speed equal to his current speed, and he takes half the damage from falling. That's tumbling.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just picturing it as you like getting down and doing like a cool little roll across the ground or something, and all the people that are milling about are just looking at you like, what on earth is this dude doing? He just took off running and now he's doing this. What's going on here?
I think he takes the dash action to move another 30 feet forward, so he is now 70 feet away from the fight. Good luck catching him, Chichi.
Chichi also has dax ability because they are a horn.
Yeah, and I think Chichi's
good luck with the 80 feet,
40,
feet clearance. I can try and do it.
Okay.
Mango's running as far as he can.
Okay, it is the copy's turn, and he is going to attack you, Chichi, because you're the one that just hit him. And he was told to attack all of you, so you're probably closest. You just like hit him with your fists, so or with your hands, so yeah. I've never played this type of character before.
I'm sorry, but the gif that you sent.
Okay,
That does not pass the AC.
okay, so he pulls out a hand axe and swings it at Chichi and misses. Nicky's turn.
Hey, so Nikki's gonna try and shoot the copy with an Eldritch Blast.
All right. What do you have to roll for that, or what do I have to roll to avoid it?
I think it's a dex roll. But it's like a straight attack.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that
Ooh.
hits. Roll your damage.
Mango, you fool! Why did you do this?
Okay. Well, your Eldritch Blast hits the copy, and he sort of stumbles back a little bit, but doesn't seem all that hurt by it. Yeah. And now I pull up Ringmaster's character sheet. And I did not really give him a lot of attacks. So, oh, that's a good one. 1 second. I'm just looking up how this spell works. I did not memorize it. Oh no. I was gonna have him cast Hold Person, but Mango's out of range. Although, like, he could run forward a little and then cast, right?
oh yeah. As long as it's not over 30 feet, it's fine.
Okay. Oh wait, he'd taken an attack of opportunity. No, he doesn't care enough to try and take an attack of risk an attack of opportunity against the copy. Let's see, what else does he have? Why does he have such a bonus to attacks with these goddamn? Okay, he's gonna pull out a rapier because, big surprise, the ringmaster is a bard, and he's going to try and hit the copy with it. Okay, so that works. That hits. Okay. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that the copy is dead. The bad news is just that none of you got to kill it. Now, things with his rapier, pokes the copy, and there's a little popping noise again, and then there's just a sheet of blank photo paper hanging in midair for a second, and then it falls to the ground. The copy is gone, and you are free to chase after Mango.
Yay!
Mango's packed.
Okay, and Chichi, it is your turn.
He was hoping the copy would be more durable.
These copies,
Yeah.
I mean, they're photocopies. They're not that durable. So,
Yeah.
Chichi's turn.
Yeah. Chichi is going to use Expeditious Retreat because it lets them dash. I think.
Okay. And that lets you move.
Let's see. The spell allows you to move at an incredible pace. When you cast this spell, then as bonus action each of your turns till the spell ends, you can take the dash action. Yeah, that's a bonus action. So Chichi is going to run 40 feet. Bonus action, run. I think that's 80. I've never actually had to use this thing, so I'm not entirely sure how it works.
I think even if it's only 30 that you move, Mango was only 70 feet away, so like you can safely catch up to him.
Yeah, but Chichi has 40 movement speed because monk.
Yeah, so you definitely catch up to Mango.
Which means dive tackle time! If that's even an option at this point. Rather than just don't try and run past me now.
I think it's you used. Wait, was Expeditious Retreat an action? Or
It is a bonus action.
okay, so you've used your movement and your bonus action, but I don't think you've used your action.
They
Is
have
it still
not.
your turn?
Okay, then I guess martial arts would technically fall under the dive tackle then.
I think that would be grappling.
I don't know grappling.
Me neither.
Grappling
You can take it
is where
first.
you make. Okay, I know what
I know what
grappling
it is.
is.
I don't.
Okay.
It's this.
How do we do it mechanically?
Very good question.
It looks like you make a strength check, and the person you're trying to grab makes a strength or dexterity check.
I'll do a dexterity check.
Okay.
You got a you
so-
gotta subtract a D4 from it.
All right, I do.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I think you have to roll
boy.
acrobatics.
Huh?
Bingo, I think might have to roll acrobatics or straight dex. I don't know if it should be straight dex or acrobatics. But if you have a plus to acrobatics, maybe roll acrobatics.
I'm gonna roll acrobatics.
Okay, and do take that D4 off.
Alrighty. 16. Oh.
I still beat you with a -1.
Vegan, did you take the D4 and subtract it from your roll?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
His acrobatics. His acrobatics modifier is a +4.
Okay,
I took it off.
so it balances out. Okay, and Chichi beat it anyway. So, Mango, you are grappled.
You have a 20-pound plush monkey hanging off of you.
Curse you!
Okay.
Monkey.
I'm gonna. How does grappling work? How do you get out of being grappled? Yeah, I think we might still be in initiative order because I'm assuming Mango is gonna be fighting to get out of this.
Yes, you will.
But Nicky and Cow can take their turns to try and catch up. If they want. Nicky first.
Nikki's going to jog over to where Mango and Chichi are.
That is 70 feet away, so
We'll get about halfway there. They're just going to use. They're not going to do any actions because as far as she's concerned, the situation is under control.
hold on. Two people were talking at once. Can we finish what Nicky was gonna do and then get to Chichi?
Sorry, it's just I realized I made a mistake rolling grapple. I was supposed to roll athletics. I have a +1 in that.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to roll that again, then? Although a +1, you would have wound up with a 20, so we could just swap the modifier.
Yeah.
We can just say it works. We'll just swap the modifier to a +1, in which case you rolled a 20. 30-20.
Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah. Nikki's just going to jog up there at a reasonable pace because as far as she's concerned, the situation is under control now.
Yeah. Cal is also going to jog forward about 30 feet because that's his movement speed, and then I think he will try casting Hold Person on Mango just in case.
Oh boy.
Hold Person. How does Hold Person work? The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. Make a Wisdom saving throw at disadvantage, Mango.
Peck.
I don't know what to do.
14 and... Okay, the second one's loading. 13.
Okay. I'm not sure what you have to beat. AC. No, that's EC. DC. Where's DC? Come on, Dungeons Master. Come on, Dungeons Master. Oh, spells?
I'd assume spellcast.
I am just not sure where it is on this page. Yeah, let me check the PDF and see if that's laid out any better. Spell save DC 15.
Nope.
So yeah, you are held person. So yeah, you are paralyzed for the duration up to a minute. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw. But yeah, you are now grappled and held person, and it's Chichi's turn.
Ah, curse you.
Oh. It is my turn again.
Although you might want to think carefully about trying to do anything with the glasses.
Yeah. Decisions. Chichi is likely going to do a sleight of hand to steal the camera and probably break that instead.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
No. No, not my camera.
You're only causing more trouble with it. 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that works, especially because Mango is both grappled and held by held person, so yeah, you get the camera.
No. My camera.
And now I don't know what to roll to see how a tail fling into the ground is going to damage it.
Strength, maybe?
Tail, maybe Dex?
I think the main concern is how hard it's hitting the ground, though. Unless you're trying to throw it as far as possible versus throwing it to break it.
I'll just go with flat strength. 7.
7. You throw it, it hits the ground, there's a little crack. You don't know if that means it doesn't work anymore.
Good enough for
Just a little,
Chichi's nerves.
Yep, just a little crack across the casing. Mango, your turn. You are a held person. You want to roll a wisdom save at disadvantage to try and get out of that. Or I don't know if there's anything else you can do on your turn before that. Wisdom save would be at the end of your turn.
There is one thing I want to do as my action. Wait, do I have to? Does me wanting to succeed on the wisdom saving throw count as an action? Or
no, I think that's a bonus action at the end of your turn.
Okay, so Mango is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on Chichi to try and get them to move away from Mango, because you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. That would be Chichi in my case.
Okay, what would I roll about for that then?
Vegan?
Did I cut out?
I think you might have cut out for a little bit there. We heard you're casting Dissonant Whispers, but is that an attack roll or a saving throw roll?
It's a saving throw roll. You must make a wisdom saving throw, Chichi.
Okay. 19.
Go Chichi!
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay. Mango, do you want to roll that wisdom save to try and get out of held person? Hold person?
Well, there's nothing really much you can. Hold person, yeah.
Well, no, I'm gonna say you don't even need the disadvantage. You're even more held if possible. You are a statue.
Wait, so I can't even move? Peck.
Chichi has probably just noticed. And do I even need to be grappling you, or are you just stuck there now?
All right. Nicky's turn.
Nicky's
you
still
were-
jogging. Probably.
Yeah, at the end of your last turn, Mango and Chichi were 40 feet away from you, so you can get to 10 feet away.
Okay. Nicky's gonna try and throw a magic rock at the sunglasses.
All right, roll for it. Okay. Well, they are sunglasses,
happened?
so they're not going to dodge. And they are sitting on someone's face who is being very held person. So, I'm going to say, as a consequence for that nat 1 on escaping hold person, a 9 is enough for the rock to hit the sunglasses and knock them askew. They're not entirely knocked off of Mango's face, and they are not broken, but they're sort of like knocked down a little bit.
Is that enough to get Mango out of the thing, or?
Nope. Okay. Nicky, anything else on your turn?
Nicky's probably going to go again.
You know, honestly, I was expecting the stone to miss and just hit Mango right in the forehead.
Oh, that would be funny too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you did hit him in the forehead, you would be hearing a string of Grolic swears. Not a very long one, but...
I think they like clip the edge of the sunglasses, knock them askew a bit, but yeah, that would have been funny. Al on his turn, he just runs the 30 feet to get closer. He's done all he can do. So now Nicky and Cal are both 10 feet away. Chichi, your turn. You are holding on to Mango, who is very still, and his sunglasses are now askew.
Thinking. How many people are currently around Chichi and Mango?
I think actually people have been giving you something of a wide berth because, like, this dude comes running through the crowd and then rolling across the ground, and then this little monkey tears after him at, like, warp speed. I think people want nothing to do with this, whatever's going on here. So, there are a couple dozen people within, like, 30 feet, but there's no one within 10 feet, except for Nicky and Cal.
Okay. Chichi will actually just try to tail swat the glasses off Mango's face then. They just don't want anyone else picking the dang things up.
Okay, so you're like not picking them off his face, but sort of like knocking them off with your tail?
Yeah.
Okay, roll sleight of hand and we'll see how that goes.
Great.
If they want to, they can do it with advantage. There's nothing Mango can do to stop them.
That's true.
Take 2.
Yep, you can roll that at advantage.
Yay!
So, yep, you definitely, your tail swats the glasses off of Mango's face, and they land on the ground. Mango, you can lose your 1 remaining temporary hit point. I think you have 1 left, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you...
Okay,
Well, not anymore. Okay. So, Mango, you're just, being held persons and grappled by Chichi, and you're like...
Chichi
The
will
hell
let
was I
go
trying to
of
do?
Mango now that this is not a non-issue. Right, that's not... Sorry, Mango. Just hop off.
So is Mango now capable of moving again?
Well, you're not grappled.
I will say we're out of initiative order, and Cal, seeing the glasses get knocked off, releases hold person. So, Mango, you are now free to move again.
Oh, thank Lord. But he is still very confused on why he was stiff for a few seconds. Wait, does Mango know of any of the events of what happened as the
Yes.
as the glasses were on?
Yes, you have full memory of everything you were doing and everything you felt. It's just that now your ability to think critically and consider consequences has come back, and you're like, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, Mango's gonna try and stomp out the glasses. He is not letting Nicky smash the glasses. He is.
Chichi will just like, hold up. I have a crowbar. We can do this properly. Just reaches under the fabric patch heart that is on Chichi's head. It's like, okay, where the heck did I put the crowbar? Heck.
Alright, roll for hammer space.
I don't know. Shoot, what do I roll for that?
D10.
Space. Hammer space.
Alright,
5.
you pull out a crowbar.
Yay, it wasn't the torch. Now, Mango, do you want to do the honors?
I most certainly would. I believe he takes the crowbar and just over and over again just keeps hitting the glasses, making sure that the glasses are a pulp.
Could you roll you should roll something. An attack or a strength check or something?
I'll roll strength.
Yeah.
1.
Well, I'll say they snap in half at the bridge between the lenses, so you can't wear them anymore. They're broken in that regard. But other than that, they're pretty intact.
Man, these are durable glasses. Or I'm just
me to give it a
incredibly
shot.
weak. Go ahead, be my guest.
Right, Chichi is taking the
Hey,
crowbar
Nicky,
back.
you want to have a turn?
Let's see if this doesn't go worse.
Hey,
7.
Nicky, we're playing. Hey, Nicky, we're kind of playing pinata with the glasses. Want to join us?
Nicky is Eldritch blasting the glasses.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah. The second hit with the crowbar kind of cracked one of the lenses, and that just absolutely like torches the glasses. They're sort of a charred mess now.
Yay! I think.
Hooray, indeed.
All right, and Cal has caught up to you, but he is not participating in the smashing of the items. He's just sort of standing there and watching.
Mango, he asks if he can have the crowbar again,
Okay.
if that's possible. Okay, he takes the crowbar, he walks over to the camera and starts trying to smash that, because that needs to go too with the glasses, he thinks. I don't know, it's good to be safe. It's better safe than sorry. Right, the camera.
Better safe than sorry. Roll a strength check. You missed!
Mango!
I'm gonna say you miss hitting the camera. You smack the ground instead, and because it's like a grassy field, the crowbar gets buried a few inches into the dirt and gets stuck.
Peck.
You know what? I think I'll just take the crowbar back now.
Roll a strength check to get it out of the ground.
I'm sorry.
11.
Yeah, you get it back.
I'm sorry for what Mango is doing.
Can Nicky try to Eldritch blast the camera too?
Chichi's actually
Want
just.
to take a look at it first?
I mean, Chichi has seen. Chichi knows what's in the document, so it's a case of they're not actually concerned with it.
Yeah, Mango, you know how the camera works. It's not got a mind.
Yeah.
It's not got any kind of mind warping effect like the glasses do. So
Chichi is actually just going to be tempted to pick the camera up and just hand it over to the ring later because, okay, you can keep
You know what?
this
Yeah.
thing at least.
I'm gonna
It's not
say
entirely.
yeah. I'm gonna say the 8 doesn't quite hit it. There's like a little singe mark across the case, but the camera is mostly undamaged.
Oh no, that
So-
was an investigation roll.
Oh, investigation roll. Yeah, this is a camera. It's white. Got a little slot on the front for printing photos.
You can ask Mango or Chichi on what, or Cal on what does this camera do if you really want to know.
But I recommend you guys could roll investigation too. You know how it works. But do you know everything?
Yeah, and well, Frosty did get to see the one line about the other bit of it. Mango did not.
Before I erased it out, that's right. There is something you should roll investigation to find out about this camera. Another 8 and a 10. Okay. I'm gonna say Mango gets it because I want someone to see it, and it's not like it's hard to see. So, Chichi, you're also kind of like, yep, that's a camera. But Mango, you sort of flip it over, and on the back of the camera, you can see etched the letters KOS with a little period between the K and the O.
KOS.
Mm-hmm. You see that?
Can
It's
I-
on the back of the camera. And the front has a little spiral pattern etched in, but...
Can Chichi roll an insight on the way that is pronounced?
Sure. I don't know if that's what you'd roll, but...
No, it's can Chichi spot the word pun? No. So Chichi just thinks,
Can Mango?
that's very weird way to write your name. Well, Frosty is just
Mango,
like, it's pronounced chaos, dang it.
Oh.
Failure to
Anyone?
notice.
Oh, chaos. I was reading it as cost, so I was like, what?
Chaos, where the price is the cost.
You know what? I am going to also roll an insight for Mango to see if he gets the pun, and he does not.
Another 5! Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Well,
You
you're
wanna try?
technically better than Chichi.
I'm going to assume that probably Nicky heard you guys say KOS and see if Nicky can figure it out. At least one of us has to figure it out.
Another 5.
Yeah. I'm assuming Mango showed the others what was written on the back of the camera.
Yeah. 11.
I'm gonna say that's good enough. It's not a very elaborate pun, so... Nicky, you can tell this is supposed to be pronounced chaos.
Pun.
Chaos. Did this company also make the glasses?
You want to check the glasses and see? They have been pretty thoroughly destroyed, so...
Let's see not Benjamin. Let's see what Mango can make out of the ashes.
I'm gonna say roll investigation at disadvantage because, yeah, those things got wrecked.
We tracked the things.
Yep, you
Can I
don't have to
quickly-
do some saving throw though, so that's something.
I'm sorry. 8. I rolled an 8 for hammer space. He pulls out his rapier because he is not touching those glasses. He is going to poke it with his rapier.
That's smart.
But
Chichi, however, just wants to go turn to the ring leader. It's like, where did you get these things?
Well,
Since Chichi wasn't actually there for the first bit of conversation.
yeah, that's true. I will answer Chi-Chi's question first, and then I will get to Mango's investigation. So the ringmaster's like, well, I got them a bit blurry, but I got them one night at a pub. Someone came up to me and offered me these glasses, and I put them on, and then they offered me this camera, and I was like, wow, that sure is swell. So yeah, that's where I got them.
Oh, wow, I think you just got terribly scammed. Are you sure you still have your wallet?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I keep it in my hammer space for safekeeping. He pulls off his hat and reaches into it and successfully pulls out a wallet. It's not got much in it, but he has it. And I will
Chichi's
say,
just gonna assume that, okay, I'm fairly certain that's a good thing then.
and Mango, poking at it with your sword, you do find that the lenses bore the brunt of the damage because they were the biggest target. But on one arm of the glasses, you can see the same letters were etched on the side, K.OS.
Hmm.
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 Indeed. Yeah, a lot of people are leaving the circus grounds because that was sure a commotion. Now people are just eldritch blasting random stuff that they're throwing on the ground. Like, not worth it. Is there anything else you guys want to do before leaving the circus?
Nicky's gonna turn around to the ringmaster and is like, "Where the hell did you get all this shit? I mean, you've got like you had to have some money to get like the tents and stuff. You remember that?"
Well, yes. That's not his voice. Yeah, the same gentleman that offered me these items also gave me a small loan to get started, and I sort of emptied out my entire bank account to buy the tent and some of the other equipment. Oh, God. Wow. I was
You're
not
broke.
thinking straight. I am broke. I am extremely broke.
Scamming.
Maybe so.
Peck. I'm curious on what are we going to do with all the copies of ourselves? Give me a sec.
What are you going to do with all the copies of yourselves? Well, you're sort of just standing around right now. Camera's on the ground, but it's not broken. And all the copies, all the performers and employees of this circus are just sort of standing in place, hanging around. I don't know what to do with them. But technically, that's the ringmaster's problem. So, if you guys can't think of anything to do with them,
Nicky's gonna go
I'm
over
sorry,
and pick up the camera and say, "Have free will," and then hand it back to the ringmaster and be like, "Have fun with that."
all right. Thank you. And thank you all for getting rid of those glasses. Oh boy, it was a fun ride at the time, but oh gosh, in retrospect, that was a series of poor decisions I do not want to repeat.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So you gave the ringmaster the camera back. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Are we not going to do anything about the copies? I'm sorry, I had to get up and do something quickly.
They're the ringmaster's problem.
Nah.
So
And give them free will just to see what happens.
I don't know if that actually worked.
I don't think it works like that. They are still just standing in place, waiting.
Just looking through the document, I think it's if you don't have the glasses worn, you can't actually seem to do much of anything with it.
Yeah, you're pretty limited in how to use the camera without the glasses. So,
Also, it's mentioning only one photocopy summoned at a time without the glasses.
Yeah,
and the glasses are now trash, so
yeah, I think all the existing copies might simultaneously and a bunch of little pieces of paper start floating to the ground. And everyone that had not yet left the circus is now leaving with great haste because that's extremely disturbing to see if you don't know what's going on. Like, all the performers, all the employees working the food trucks, not the people at the game stands, those are outside contractors, but like 90% of people working here just poofed into a small piece of paper. That's upsetting.
Oh, the outside
Question.
contractors must be having a fun moment because, okay. We have no coworkers? Oh, you're still standing there. I have one coworker.
So, question. Are the food stands unmanned?
The food stands are unmanned and unguarded.
Nicky is going to make a squeal of glee and go after the food stand.
The ringmaster is not going to stop you. You can take whatever
Nor
food
is
you
Mango.
like.
Nicky steals all of the deep fried Oreos she can hold.
I mean, if you use your hammer space too, you can probably just clean them out.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I completely forgot. Mango is still wearing his balloon crown.
It did not get
wearing
popped.
it. He is wearing it. He is still wearing it. He has been wearing it throughout most of this campaign.
He has. And it did not get popped in the struggle. No one attacked him with a sharp bladed object, so it didn't get popped. You have that balloon crown still.
Hooray!
Hooray!
So I think if there is nothing else, we can call it there, and I will go into ending narration mode, which is mostly just you all receive 20 gold from Cal as thanks for breaking him out of the glasses-induced manic state. Yeah, he keeps the camera. He has a circus tent and no one to run the circus. He's back to square one in that regard, but you all get 20 gold. And you had a fun, in some regard, day at the circus.
Mango feels a little bad. He might volunteer to work a little bit for free. He might volunteer.
Oh, that's super sweet of you.
He feels bad for this man.
I will take you up on it, but he's not sure how far a circus can go with 2 people. And
oh, believe
he's
me,
not sure that he
it
has
can go
enough money
far.
to. Fair enough. They are tunes after all.
Mango knows minor illusion and phantasmal force, so I think that should be. I think that would be able to pull off quite a few good stunts.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Nicky and Chichi, anything you want to say before we call the game?
Nicky leaves the ringmaster with her snow cone business card.
Nice. And Chichi's just going to wish him the best of luck because I got acrobatic skills, but I ain't got much in the way of entrepreneurial.
Fair enough. Also, you're a child, aren't you? Chi-Chi's a child, so...
Oh.
Technically, yes. Technically, no. It's a toon weirdness.
Fair enough. Cal would maybe feel a little bit weird about asking for help, though. He's not going to ask unless you volunteer, so... He will not ask you to stay and help out at the circus.
I'm so sorry, but my time is up. I gotta skedaddle. I'm so sorry.
No worries. I think the game is over anyway, so thank you for everyone for joining and playing my game.
Thank you for DMing it.
Fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of
enjoyed
fun.
myself.
Yeah, that's really all we can hope for.
Oh, so Mango,
Okay.
you fool.
Mango, you fool. I'm gonna end the recording.